All right, I have to do this section again because it crashed last time. I thought maybe it was gonna be a memory issue. At least I was hoping it wasn't. And so I ran mem test and all that stuff, and it was fine. So I don't know what's going on. Ubisoft, get your stuff together. Let's roll. I kind of want to just go in through the front door, but it's a little more annoying than just stealthing my way around. Which is actually good. It's Assassin's Creed. It's not Warriors Creed.
Right.
I'm in. Hacker man. Thank you, game. Oh, I actually murdered it. Interesting. Wait, where's the ladder? There it is. Perfect. Problem solved. So, what we need to do is sabotage all of the ballistas and the oil cauldron things.
The springles are large bolt casters. I must disable them.
Well, hopefully I don't destroy this cauldron. It'd be funny to see what it does when it actually gets sabotaged properly. Sort it out. Now we just need to figure out who's shooting at me. One of these nerds, I guess. Fire is OP. I guess poison probably would be pretty okay too for the same reasons. It's not the damage that's a big deal. It's the fact that it stopped the enemy from moving because they're too busy trying to put themselves out. Yeah, that's actually pretty sweet. Oops, push the wrong button. Whatever. Let's just do poison. Can I just shoot that? I can. Oh. I think there's some more springolds on the other side. Deja vu here. The main reason I'm using fire over poison is because the set I'm wearing increases the build-up. So it just gets a lot faster. The only annoying thing though is I tend to set myself on fire. Definitely a skill issue. Hit hard. Boom. Grab some mushrooms along the way. Actually, I have almost no rations. It's pretty wild. What do you fall over? That was pretty rude.
Work with me.
Oh. Not playing very well, am I? Better.
Who wants some?
Did I just get shot by the ballista that I sabotaged? say. They're getting romantic. Breath on my neck? Hell yeah. Let's go find out who's shooting at me. Is it you? Arbalists are awful. One shot you out of nowhere. Alright, who's next? Somebody over here. Data basics, I'm surprised you're awake. See, 90% of my hit points gone in one go. This is wild. I mean, it's supposed to be balanced around the idea that you can kind of hear them charging up, charging their lasers. You'll sleep when you're dead? You just sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. Although I didn't sleep very well, but whatever. That sucks. Tired of your crap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why is it just easier to murder literally everything? Good enough. Is he gonna come up and visit? He is. Ah. Managed to crawl over the trapdoor. Amazing. I think everything's dead now. Perfect. Let's go ahead and we'll blow that up. Controller aiming is awful. Sabotage these things. There's a couple more in the inner courtyard. By the time I'm done with this place, it's not going to be anything to raid. I'll deal with the archers. I'm not an idiot. That's rude. I really don't like that
This should be enough to launch the assault.
AoE effect.
Now it's down to Dietrich to lead his men.
Oops. Sabotaging all the things. I mean, there's a couple oil cauldrons still. That works. This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm surprised YouTube doesn't tell people what game it is. Whoop. Ah. Banner guys are kind of annoying. They have this big shield you can't get rid of. Oh, I hear an arbalist. Yeah. Flame on. Hello, David. Yeah, this game is not a fast game. I think I'm like 70 hours deep. I did do a lot of the side crap though, like they have a roguelike mode now where you go through hell and some other optional junk. Arbalists, go away. Over there. The damage, holy crap. Life always gets in the way of our fun. Celebrated deeds of our fallen Ealdormen. Organization of merchant armor and shoemaker guilds. Defeat of the peasant uprising. Regulation for all market towns of weight of a pound. Roughly a large cheese. Reconstruction of Chinabel Castle. There's a Cyne. Replacement of wattle and dub with solid stone. Material support, numbering many pieces of silver of oxen or churches and surrounding terrains, leading to his likely exaltation to paradise. Personal triumph, 7 of 8 years, largest hog competition. Nice. Those are things to strive towards. I should eat more and try to win that competition myself. You're an arbalist! My most hated enemy. Really should get out of here. I do want to get the last of the traps though. Who the heck is Chris Christie? I have no idea. Where'd that come from? Okay. There's got to be more. Those two are sabotaged already. Maybe there's an oil thing through that gate. Dual spears is overpowered. Although not being able to parry isn't great. Head up over the battlements here and go through that tower and then see if there's any traps for the gate on the side. If there isn't, getting out of here. There is not. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a thing for pouring oil, but there's nothing there. Hello, Hawaiian. I'm in Canada. I think we have completely different weather. I was actually in New Zealand earlier in the month, and it was pretty warm. Too warm for me, to be honest. Actually, I guess I would have flown over you at some point. Mr. Commando, long time no see. I'm doing well. How about you? It's nice to have the expectations of the holiday season behind me. Back to normal. Living the dream. You know, let's go see what this is. Yeah. I think as I get older, Christmas gets more and more annoying. It's like, just leave me alone. 6 a.m. 70 Fahrenheit? That's what, 20 Celsius? Warm and toasty. Yeah, it's actually pretty warm today. I think it's 25 Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. It was -4 a couple of days ago. The weather's kind of all over the place. 2 birthdays and Christmas. Yeah, my birthday's in December too. I'm sure my parents enjoyed it. You gotta remember for the next kid you pop out to spread it out, right? All right, we're gonna go see what that mystery is, and then we're gonna start the raid on this castle. And then after that, I don't know. I want to see if the stone that Folke supposedly has ends up telling Eivor that she is descended from Odin, and Sigurd is actually just a regular jobber. That's not even close to more. That's freezing. So it's a matter of perspective, right? So for me, like 75 and higher is really warm to me. Anything near freezing is fine. I only start to get really annoyed when it goes down to like -1 Fahrenheit. This game is Assassin's Creed Valhalla build. It's actually an old game. I think it was like 2020. Yeah, anytime the temperature gets over 80, I get really uncomfortable because my body's just not used to that kind of thing.
The other side must be barred.
Skull to you as well, Faro. Good morning. How's the stress level today? Well, good morning from my perspective. Alright, where's the magic thing that lets me open this? Usually these grates have something going on, but maybe not. Where is that? Oh, it's solid. Weird. That does tell me that there's some underground thing. Maybe there's an underwater thing? It's way too shallow for anything. What's really annoying is yesterday it was like 30-ish. So what ended up happening... Sorry, 34-ish. So what ended up happening is the snowbank started to melt. And then today... It's like 20 or something. So it all froze, so it covered all the sidewalks with ice. So I went for a walk this morning and it was basically like walking on a skating rink. All right, what the heck am I missing? Cyne,
Cast about this land, my friend.
save me some time walking. Oh, I see. -25? Yeah, it was super cold this earlier in the week, but it's warm now. There's a parade button choice. What? Yeah, a Mirage was a return to the original game. So if you've only played Odyssey, you haven't, you know, experienced where the series started. So Assassin's Creed 1 all the way up to Origins, not including Origins though, was like primarily a stealth game. And then they switched to this action RPG format now, which is like Valhalla, Shadows, Odyssey, and Origin. And then Mirage was a return to the original format of the game. Yeah, Black Flag is the thing. My hot take is I don't actually like Black Flag that much. I really don't like just sitting there and sailing everywhere. And there was so much of it in that game. But I like Kenway as a character. You're just trading one stress for another. I don't know why people like the boat stuff so much in that game. Like, boarding other ships was fun, but just sailing around and listening to sea shanties for hours on end was not my idea of a good time. Ezio Auditore was a very good character, and I think the reason why there was, what, 3 Brotherhood games basically was because of that character. To see this, like, super arrogant noble guy become this wizened shaper of politics was interesting. You recently started Valhalla for the first time. The game is amazing, but the quests almost ruin it. Yeah, I can feel that. So Ubisoft is really big and good at making these giant worlds that are, you know, beautiful to look at, all this stuff. And they've got animals and people sort of running around, but then it's basically empty. And it's really hard to tell whether or not these white dots, which are the main things, are just collection quest crap for cosmetic nonsense. Like that Roman mask that I just found is for statues for your settlement or whatever, versus actual side quests that have content. And the quests are actually relatively well written, what they are. I didn't like Assassin's Creed 3. Connor was a boring character to me. Yeah, the mysteries are kind of funny. Like the Worcester sauce one was pretty awesome. Like these alternative, you know, myths and legends around the origins of different things are kind of cute. And the main story is fine too. But there's just so much dead open space. I didn't actually finish Assassin's Creed 3. I just didn't care. I also didn't finish Syndicate. I thought Syndicate was really boring. And I didn't finish Black Flag, which is the hottest of hot takes in the Assassin's Creed world. The number of people that love Black Flag is huge. The pirate aesthetic and like when you're on land was fantastic, but there was just way too much stupid sailing. Anyway, we'll see what the remake is like.
I say we wait. There's too much riding on this.
1, 2, and Black Flag. I don't think Assassin's Creed 1 aged well.
Now, you're a good man, Sigurd, and I'm thankful for all you've done. But without Eivor, I make no moves. We wait.
All right, we're ready to go. Okay, I'm just standing here. Okay, there goes.
Is it done?
It is.
And have you laid your poles of hazel and composed your poems for this coming victory?
No.
I'm here to speak with Geatrich.
Go on then, you master of aids.
Wow,
Still
Sigurd.
dreaming of your precious stone.
It is not dreams that led me here, Eivor. I've had visions, prophecies from the gods.
Visions.
I'll sacrifice to Tyr this day, the Lord of Justice, the harbinger of flawless victory.
Sigurd, what prophecies?
Are we ready to assault the castle, Eivor? The signs and portents read well.
Let's do it.
We are ready. Give the command.
Good. And let's be quick about it. My scouts tell me a force of King Alfred's men is on the march. Let's end this before that flap-mouthed pudding has a chance to hit back.
Imagine calling somebody a pudding. That pose always reminds me of Jedi Survivor. Why I created a woman? I didn't. So what I did was I selected the canon option. And it made me a chick. So Eivor is actually a female Viking name. You have 3 choices when you start a character in this game. You can either choose the canon option and it switches you between genders depending upon what's going on. And then there's the female only and the male only. But yeah, canonically, Eivor's female. I think a lot of the Viking lore has been romanticized, but they were very good at what they did. And I think they had a lot of good, positive cultural elements, like the way they treated everybody kind of equally. And their use of science to drive their seafaring navigation was good. I like the aesthetic of this game. I feel like the game would have been better received if it didn't have the Assassin's Creed name behind it. I'm about to get nuked. Oh, we're good. The face tattoo stuff is nonsense? Yeah. Alright, we gotta open up this. Oh, I've gotta shoot the links. Okay, well. I was just gonna go up there and open it. But this is fine. Hi, friends. Oh, actually, this isn't the best place to be, is it? Alright, let's go up the tower, because I'm getting shot to crap here. I've never watched the Viking series. Oops. I do think that what's her name, Catherine Winnick is... Damn it. Catherine Winnick is very spicy. Yeah, she played Lagartha. All right, let's try this properly this time. Oh, it actually... No, okay. Put me out farther than I thought. Oh no, this is fine. It just did it for me, I guess. There's actually no point to killing anything here unless you're just farming up experience. They keep spawning infinitely.
Feel stronger already.
Dual spears is crazy. Do I have Thor's hammer yet? No, I do not. I don't have any legendary stuff. I did get to try it out in the Hell stuff. But the thing about Thor's hammer is that it's such a short range, it annoyed me. Dual spears are overpowered. If you're playing on Aesir difficulty, what you probably want to do is find yourself 2 spears. It doesn't really matter what, because you don't actually care about what they do. And then you'll want to go ahead and upgrade the assassins building in your village, and then you go and kill a bunch of zealots. And eventually, the dude there will give you the fire ability. And then at that point, you're just spamming fire to stun the enemies.
It's open.
I don't even remember who Rada is. Or Retta. I'm from Quebec. I'm just across the border from you.
To dust. To ash.
So, bon journée. All right. We can go to the inner courtyard now. Oh, Edwin is 237. Holy crap.
You won't get away this time.
Foolish Dane! I will send you to your sad supper in Valhalla.
All right, let's get rid of the third partiers.
Silver Dane.
There's your wages.
We will use your flesh as mulch for our...
She's very punchy. Oh, she does get locked up like everybody else, I guess. Let's get in there for a stun attack. Done with the story? No, I'm not. Not even close.
We will use your flesh as mulch for our crops.
Holy crap. Stop her. See you around, Lady Edwin. Our axe is better? I don't know, maybe. I'm no expert. I just like the fact that the dual spears attack super fast. So, and they have good range. So when you dodge, you're unlikely to miss on the follow-up. And when you attack super frequently, you get that elemental damage build-up, which causes a lot of the enemies to get stuck in that animation of trying to put themselves out.
Do what you must, Thane of Dungheaps. As one loyal to her shire and her people, I know which of us God favors.
Eivor bested you. It's for Eivor to decide your fate.
Are we gonna be friendly, chat? What do you want? We offer blood. For what it's worth, I started with an axe.
Heal her wounds, dress her in rags, and send her out onto the heath in exile. You are banished from Mercia, without family, without rank, without friends to comfort you.
I will walk the roads until my feet are bloody, dreaming of cutting out your rotten lungs.
Take her away.
I think it's funnier just to strip them of everything and let them figure it out.
I fulfilled my promise to you. I trust you'll do the same. An oath between our people.
Aye, you've done us well, Eivor. I thank you. And if ever you need the like, I'll do what I can.
I will. Count on it.
I'd be quick about plundering. King Alfred will be on his way, and he won't be alone.
Let's go see what chunk of armor we get.
You notice how they jump whenever
I don't know, find a playstyle you like and roll with it. Don't worry about meta or, you know, what other people say. Yeah, I feel like axes are more like, hey, I happen to have this tool. May as well use it to stab things. My lady, we have followed your wishes and kept a sharp eye on the Dane blackguards that darken our lands. I send this horseman to tell you, honored dame, that those same Danes have been seen in the company of that damned heretic Folke. She has somehow escaped, it appears. As I write, they are headed toward the abandoned tower, where her cunning friend, no longer a thorn to us, was lying low. The servant. Well, that's why you can get in here, because if you get that letter before you do that quest, it doesn't make any sense chronologically. Lady, I remain prepared to support you with soldiers and supplies should the need arise. Alfred Rex. Wessex. Okay. Is there anything else that's worthwhile in here?
You see? The markings of the ancient ones. The Isu. The gods.
You're welcome, Pet Stocks.
I've seen this somewhere.
Thank you for stopping by.
I know these words.
Oh, yeah. This is what I figured was gonna happen.
One who stands at a threshold should take great care to look around.
Eivor's the real descendant of Havi.
Those lie in wait in the halls beyond.
I have passed through this doorway once before. With Sigurd. In a dream.
Not once.
Yeah, swords are better for killing people. Axes are better for killing trees. This guy looks like Loki.
What does it say?
I think he knows what's up.
Does it speak to you?
Basim knows he's
But the words are fogged, shadowed, and yet I feel their meaning. And the ash tree, I see the great tree of life, her boughs reaching.
Man, this guy's going full friggin' cultist.
Way. It's just as you promised, Basim. All you foretold was true. Eivor, I am more than I appear to be. So much more.
Yeah, an
This
idiot.
is wicked magic, Sigurd. Dark Seder, do not listen.
No, this is real. This is everything. To the
Basim's got to be a descendant of Loki.
Alfred's come! King Alfred of Wessex! Marching up the rise with a mess of soldiers!
Have we time to escape?
The men are spent. We've not a chance in blazing hell.
A parley, then. We must call a parley. I will speak, and the King of Wessex will listen.
This is going to go poorly. Yeah, that's a lot of dudes.
As I understand, King Alfred, your name is not spoken with affection here in Mercia.
Yet I am close enough to Wessex to hear myself praised from morn till twilight.
Return to your singing subjects, then, and leave the affairs of Mercia to the Danes.
Not till your pagan war songs are safely out of hearing.
Offer an exchange, Lord. You can...
Please, no secrets here.
Let's end this here, my lord. Let's exchange men. My best warrior for yours to prove peace.
What the?
After which you leave Mercia, and we fall back north of River Ouse.
Are they shipping Eivor out?
Fair. Wulfrich, my war thane.
What a
You will go
chungus.
with Giedrich, brother. Name your man.
Sigurd Jarl, I offer myself.
Thank you, Basim.
King Alfred. Wait.
Paladin Fulke, you with this company?
I was, my lord. To recover from Edwin what was mine by right. Sigurd is the only man you need. He's worth more than 20 other men. He is the son of a king,
Traitorous snake!
and his heresies are profound, my lord. He claims to be a living god.
I'll got you, troll woman!
Hush! I'll gift myself to you, King Alfred. Because it is not my fate to die by your hand.
Brother.
I'm okay with this, to be honest.
Have faith, for the Lord God watches over you all.
I guess the church was still super powerful in this
This man
era,
is
right?
dangerous, my lord. Let me hold him.
Do what you must, but treat him with care.
By all the gods, Basim. What was that?
I will shadow them. They shall not.
I think there's more going on here than we think. Whatever. At least we didn't get murdered by an entire army. Positive outcome, really. Alright. So, what's next? I still want to get this. We should go kill the zealot as well. Should be fun. Got a couple skill points. Not super sure where I want to go though. It's really hard to find useful nodes that aren't hyper inefficient. Get the light damage, whatever. Range resistance, who cares? I don't think resistance is ever going to matter. Just the amount of damage you take on this difficulty level is stupid. Cunning shot. Yeah, this is all just bow stuff. Who cares? Poison buildup, whatever. What is this anyway? Wolf warrior. Could take the melee, yeah. Sure. Can't get there yet, I guess. Range resistance versus range resistance? Sure, why not? Alright. Let's bring up the mount. God. It's stuck. This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Robert. Look at how pretty the map is. It's too bad 90% of it is useless. I have no idea where the wolf came from. I think I bought it from one of the stables, but it probably came with one of the DLCs or whatever. There's actually a cooler wolf. It's like on fire or something like that, but I can't be bothered to go do the roguelike stuff again, so I don't have the currency to buy it. Alright, what do you think? Just punch him. Alright. Ah! Interesting. You usually can't light these guys up, but this guy is totally vulnerable. That's weird. Can I just unlock him? Just keep knocking him over the fence. Get out of here, man. This is a duel. Oh boy. Man, this is wild. Why is this guy so weak? This is on the PC. Yeah, I imagine that Ubisoft, if they stopped making Assassin's Creed games, could just make, you know, fantasy themed things and they would sell pretty well.
Festooned in gold and silver.
It is enough to make one blind.
We are blind of now. Lanius was our only king.
Eel of Earth.
He saw straight and fought alongside Arturius. We have been blind ever since.
Ever since.
I'm actually surprised there hasn't been like a real, you know, AAA Game of Thrones game. There is a bunch of mobile games and other crap like that, but the property has otherwise been left to whatever. I wonder if it's kind of like the author of The Witcher. Maybe Maybe the author of Game of Thrones doesn't understand video games. So it doesn't want to sell the rights to it or something. George R. Martin, yeah. Took me a minute. I don't think the assassin nodes are worthwhile for me. Because the way the Raven stuff isn't related. Explosive corpse. Who cares? Could take critical, that'd be alright. Sure. Let's roll with it. Okay, that guy was pretty straightforward. Let's head back to here and see if I can get that wealth node while I'm close by. Meh.
Here.
That's a lot of sheep. All this traveling. I wonder how much of my playtime is just riding around. Okay, so there is a chest, but it needs a key. Thanks, Pet Stock. We will see if I already kind of got the key by doing the castle quest or not, because it's not obvious. Just started Mirage the other day. You absolutely love it so far. I will pick it up one day, but cheap enough for me. I remember reading about the first Assassin's Creed in PC Gamer magazine when I was a tiny little kid, and it was so exciting, just the idea of being in this living city and blending in and all that stuff. I mean, in reality, it wasn't as good, but it'll be interesting to see what Mirage brings to the table. Find a key for each chest lock. This has got to be some multi thing then. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm going to ignore this for the moment. We could hit up the mysteries. Usually what ends up happening is this kind of thing ends up being tied to the mysteries. You end up having to murder a bunch of people. Like when I was getting the rest of Thor's armor, I had to kill these bosses. Audie Plays, welcome back. I am actually feeling pretty okay today. I got up pretty early. I went out for a long walk. And it just put my mental space into an okay place. Mirage feels a lot like the first one. I think that was the goal because they switched to the action RPG format with Origins, with the Egyptian setting. And then a lot of people who were into Assassin's Creed because of the, you know, the assassinating. Were like, what the hell, Ubisoft? So I think it was a way for them to test the waters and see if the market was still kind of leaning in one direction or the other. I imagine that this action format is much more popular in general, but they built up all those expectations around what an Assassin's Creed game was for the longest time that it alienated a lot of their fan base. I have no idea what Meteor is. It's probably why you enjoy it so much, yeah. There's a lot of people that really like the Splinter Cell games, for example, but I could never get into them. Although I did like, what was it, Blacklist or whatever, where they tried to make the pacing a little better. Black Flags is your favorite? It is very popular for a lot of people. Definitely not my favorite. My favorite Assassin's Creed is either the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood stuff with Ezio Auditore or the Odyssey DLC in Atlantis. I thought the Atlantis DLC was a lot of fun. It was super crazy. I find that Assassin's Creed is kind of at its best when it's insane. Although I also like this sort of fantasy RPG thing. Well, that was a waste of my life. You're gonna get hated on, but Ezio's overrated. There might be a nostalgic component to that, but for example, I think Black Flag is overrated, so you and I can just soak up the hate together, Audie. You haven't played any of the Splinter Cell games since the second? Yeah, they're not my favorite thing. They're just too slow. Assassin's 2 was a masterpiece. I don't know if it's aged well. Like, you ever go back and play games in your childhood that you really liked and you're like, why the hell did I like this? For example, Knights of the Old Republic did not age well. Still has fantastic writing, but it was kind of a product of its time. 3 was amazing. I didn't finish 3 because I found it was really boring. I didn't like Connor as a character. And the rest of the game was whatever. Exactly, Audie. See? Subjectivity is a lot of fun. You're not a huge stealth fan? You'd rather run and gun? Yeah. See, this is the thing. Everybody's got things they want to do. But yeah, I'm not a big stealth fan either. I just found that in Splinter Cell, I was doing too much sitting around, waiting for guards to patrol around. The timed aspects are the ones after 2. I barely even remember Splinter Cell. The only thing I liked about Blacklist or whatever the heck it was that you could, if you did stealth kills up until a given point, you got those execution points.
One of them is Alethea, I think.
From the staff?
And then you could roll into a really annoying room and just push a button and you'd murder everybody in a radius. So it's like, okay, you could pick and choose your stealth points and you could pick and choose your action points. Did I just turn into a woman? I did. So this is the hallmark of Assassin's Creed, where there's a modern component and there's a ancient component. Yeah. This is your first time seeing this gameplay in Assassin's Creed. So when Assassin's Creed 1 came out, they advertised, what's his name? It starts with an A, doesn't it? What's the name of the first character in Assassin's Creed? Altair, thank you. Yeah, so they advertised that piece, right? But then as the game got closer to release, there was these like modern components. So people were trying to figure out what the hell that meant. But it turns out that the whole Assassin's Creed game was around the idea of genetic memory. So you were actually playing as Damien, I think his name was, or whatever. And you were basically looking at his ancestors. So in this particular case, we are in the Animus machine with this chick, who I don't remember her name. She's some Egyptian. So as a result, we switch back to her every now and then. So this is one of those situations where we interact with this glitch, and then we have to do this weird puzzle to try to figure out what's going on. Layla, thank you. I don't really care about the modern component that much, so I don't pay any attention to it. But you can see that light thing is connected to that, and then it stabilizes that semi-transparent rectangle. So the whole thing is to try to get to the end. And as we go through this, we'll get little sound bites from the Isu. The Isu being the precursor civilization that generated all the technology things that the Templar are trying to get. Yeah, it was Desmond, yeah. There we go. It's not a time machine. It's like, the idea is that in our genetics, we hold the memories of all of our ancestors. And then some people have a more direct connection to the Isu, because the Isu intermixed with the Isu intermixed with the humans that they created. So the gods, for example, in this game are actually either Isu themselves or direct descendants of the Isu. But the farther you get away from the originator of the Isu, kind of like Vampire the Masquerade, the weaker they get. Yeah, there's a billion Assassin's Creed games for sure. I can't move this. Oh, there we go. So we need to do that and then run across. This is Layla, yeah. So Javi, for example, is a later god than like Minerva or whatever. Yeah, Layla came out of some of that stuff. So there's a lot of recurring characters from the previous games and stitched together the modern elements. Why won't she move? Silly bugs. Okay, that doesn't work. We need to use this. We need to use one of them to stabilize. Okay, we're gonna stabilize the farther one with this one, I guess. This is Valhalla. Did I not? How does this get split? Let's see what this one does. That goes that direction. Oh, do I have to bounce it around or something? Thanks, Gabon. I really like the Assassin's Creed games in the terms of their ideas, but I think Ubisoft just got too tangled up with microtransactions and dumb crap. So the game ended up losing a lot of its appeal. All right, this looks good. Whoop. Yeah, I try not to buy a bunch of games so I don't have a giant backlog, and also because I don't want to waste a bunch of money with things that I'm not going to, you know, take advantage of immediately. So there's a reason I'm playing Valhalla now. It finally got cheap enough to buy all the DLC and the actual game itself for like $30 Canadian. Shadows is good. Didn't even have to be an AC game. I think that's part of the problem with the games now. I think Ubisoft should actually kind of get away from Assassin's Creed games because the modern component of it doesn't actually make it that interesting anymore.
The mad one is away wandering in lands afar. He searches for a way to resurrect his son, asking every leaf and stone for answers.
We can use this to our advantage. To steal the seventh, the serum, and its catalyst.
It should be ours, for all the suffering he has wrought.
Our minds are attuned, love, as sympathetic strings.
When the time
Are these the Aesir talking then?
we'll go.
Because the mad one is Javi, and Javi is losing his mind because he thinks Baldur's dead. But Baldur actually went into hiding in Hell's domain. And Hell was helping Baldur to hide from Javi and stuff to wait for the end of that world so that Baldur could be the light in the new world. But Javi, being Odin, was losing his mind over this and kept trying to find Baldur in Hell. And he eventually does, but then Baldur keeps wiping Javi's memory. So Javi ends up going and thinking he just lost in Hell, and he needs to go back into Hell again to go rescue Baldur. And sometimes he succeeds in pounding the crap out of Hell. Hell tells Javi what's going on. Javi talks to Baldur again. Baldur talks to Javi again. And then Baldur wipes Javi's memory, kicking him out of Hell again. So it's just this endless circle. My hot take is I don't actually care about Black Flag. We'll see what happens when they remaster it. Good morning, Smith. They need to stop doing their formula. Yeah, I didn't like Far Cry 4. Far Cry 3 I actually really liked. But I think it was mostly because this college thrill seeker kid suddenly discovered that he liked being in the jungle and murdering people. And the dialogue was crazy around that idea, where he realized he no longer wanted to leave the jungle anymore because he just felt more alive. But yeah, the Assassin's Creed games, the Far Cry games have gotten super formulaic, and they're not innovating. They're just trying to be too safe. Whereas you get companies like CD Projekt that are constantly trying to refine their games to be better and better, and they're winning some and they're losing some. It's just the way it is. Star Wars Outlaws, the secret ACE game of guns. Yeah, I'll play that game one day, but it's not high on my list of priorities. 100 hours on Shadows. All right, so I made the mistake of buying Odyssey day one, and it's not because I felt like I was ripped off for paying $100 for the game. The issue was the DLC keeps getting trickled out in small little bits every 3 months. So I'd have to leave the game, come back to the game, leave the game, come back to the game. And it just, I don't know, it destroys the immersion to constantly have to try to, you know, re-vector your brain into remembering what the hell is going on. And, oh, damn it. How do these controls work? That kind of stuff. So I don't buy the games day one anymore. I just wait. Oh, I have to go down and then through.
Layla, it's Sean. I'm sifting through the videos you've been finding. This is an absolute gold mine. I hope you realize.
Feels like it.
This is literally the clearest raw memory stream footage we've ever seen from the Aesir era. Only question is, who's feeding them to you?
That is a good question. Yeah, you shouldn't buy games day one ever, to be honest. They always end up being messed up in some way. What the heck is going on there? All right, we're back to Eivor. This is one of the traveler dudes. I don't like all the sailing in Black Flag. How many hairstyles does Eivor have? I don't know, like 40. I never buy any of them though.
Well met. Information.
This game has still crashed on me 2 or 3 times, so it's definitely not perfect.
Well worth a little silver, I assure you.
Yes, all right.
Let's do it. I don't actually care, to be honest. I guess ingots are worth
Look
it.
here. This spot I'll mark on your map.
Ingots are good because it'll cut out a lot of the random dots on the map. Like there's these tiny little gold things here. These are iron and leather stuff, so it's not really worth me getting. PC Game Pass and a big backlog makes buying new games a fool as Aaron. Yeah, I bought Game Pass for 3 years because it was $5 a month when I did that, but you can't get that deal anymore. Should we have gotten this before Shadows? Yeah, they have a good transmog system in this game. The only problem is that a lot of the cool stuff is hidden away in a friggin' store, which I'll never engage with, but whatever. I don't know if that's totally true, Audie, but hey. But yeah, you can't do the $5 a month deal anymore. So the way it worked was, what you do is you buy a whole bunch of like discounted Game Pass 1-year Xbox things. And then you could stack up to 3 years. And then what you do is you'd pay for 1 month of Ultimate, and it would convert all of those months of regular Game Pass to the gold version or the ultimate version at a 1-to-1 ratio. You'd lose a month, but it would work. If I farm Meteor, I have no idea what Meteor is, so I'll discover that at some point, I guess. Yeah, this game has crashed 3 times on me so far, I think. 3 or 4, one of the 2. I do want to play the new Avatar game, but I want to wait for them to get to like the $10 or $20 mark before I even think about it. Tungsten ingots. One day. One day. I'm gonna pick off some of these mysteries as I go along. That's a good plan, Hero. Yeah, I subscribed to EA Play for $5 to play Survivor. And then I just canceled it afterwards. This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You have a very unfortunate suffix on your name, Brandon. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think I need to do a better job of titling this stuff or something. I don't know. That is the most common question. What, curry for lunch? I like Japanese curry more than Indian curry. I don't think I'd put that on my sleeve, but hey. Email got hacked? That sucks. Gotta use different passwords, man. I think a lot of the open world games do a really bad job of being open world. Like, I was super concerned about Metro Exodus when it advertised that it was open world, because I thought it was going to be like this, where you're just, you know, in first person mode and you're traveling around and there's this big world, but the world serves no purpose other than wasting my time and padding out the hours, right? But the way Exodus did it is it was actually these smaller worlds, like these smaller map areas that were very focused. They had a lot to do. So while technically I guess you could call it open world, it was more like, hey, there's different levels to do, which I thought was a lot better. The one open world game that I really like is Fallout, like Fallout 4. Because I found that there was so much random crap to stumble on. It wasn't just trees and stuff. There was these little, like, micro stories that you could see in the placement of items. Like, you'd stumble on a bed with some skeleton and surrounded by teddy bears and drugs. Like, there's something dark and interesting about that kind of thing. Breath of the Wild did open world well. My hot take is I don't like Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom, though, is amazing. Yeah, the bigger maps issue. It just pads it out, right? Like, it makes it feel like a bigger game than it actually is. If I see a meteor fall, I could pick it up. I don't think I've ever seen one. So much room for activities. I guess Brandon and you are our best friends now. Did we just become best friends? Yeah, I like Far Cry 3, and Far Cry 5 was actually really good too, but you end up fast traveling everywhere. It's got the Starfield problem where it's actually, the real game is called Menu Field. I think Witcher 4 will be good. I'm not going to buy it day one either, because I think CD Projekt's been doing weird things lately, but we'll see.
And manage our trade deals. All the barley would rot if you were still in charge.
Oh, don't spew hog shit. We both know it's because you're jealous. You used that silo to hoard the profits.
Yeah, 5 was really good. 4 was total trash. I haven't played 6, but it's on my list of things to get at some point.
You take yours. Enough.
The barley in that silo was watered by my blood and sweat.
Yes, and
PC will be the superior experience just because you have more potential hardware behind it, but if you want a experience that probably isn't going to crash, maybe the console's better. I don't know. Whatever you got, Lily.
The sale and manage the tax. Endless hours of negotiating. You there, Dane. Who deserves more? The worker who makes the barley, or he who actually sells it?
New Witcher 3 DLC? I don't like the idea that that rumor could be true. I think Witcher 3's done. I just accept it.
The silver should be shared equally.
And move on.
How am I to be encouraged to make all of these deals? My endless hustle? The paperwork? He couldn't sell his own eye.
The barley would never even exist without me. My barley is known across Mercia and Essex. Sebi's slush. My soul is...
I actually had a Polish game company reach out and offer me a key for an older game. I'll play it at some point. My very first faux-sponsored stream.
What have we become?
reduced to animals.
Oh. Imagine.
Ugh, such a sad labourer. Without my wits, we'd be batting vultures away. Across Mercia, people know us because of me.
Yeah, I really like what has come out of like the Czech and the Polish studios lately. I think they're less bound by shareholder notions, so they can afford to be a little edgier. Starting over from scratch.
Hi.
Good luck.
Farmer.
I don't know what to do. I have such anger in me.
Yeah, I haven't actually done anything for Rita. I accepted some contracts and didn't find them and called it good.
Take a breath, drink some ale, and enjoy your hard work. No amount of silver is worth a broken friendship.
I mean, was the show even worth watching, Audie?
When my blood boils, the world must know.
In my home, there is only one way to settle this honorably. A home gang.
You're right. Bollocks to him. I'll pummel him. Give him a taste of a labourer's fist. Fucker!
Oh my god. Where are we going with this? I thought about getting a Witcher costume. All right, chat. Who's gonna win? Laborer versus merchant.
I shall.
Place your bets.
I shall.
Yeah. You know what? I'm on the laborer's side. Means of production. Do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's some simplicity to this that I kind of appreciate. You guys are team merchant? What the hell? I expected this to be ended a lot faster. Are they waiting for me to intervene? Man, fights usually don't last this long. Do all the daily missions? I don't even know what these daily missions are. Maybe I need to actually look into this stuff. All right, I'm out. This is dumb. Should I just light up the... Do I just need to talk to people?
All they do is squabble. I remember a time when the barley brought us joy. We praised it, smelled it, rubbed it against our bellies.
You're just rubbing the barley on
I
yourself?
wish our parents would get along like
Oh
they
god.
used to. Before, when there was no silo, and we all shared the barley.
Seems silly to think who gets more or what. We have enough. We just fight like dogs. Dogs who forgot why they're even barking in the...
What have we become? Reduced to animals.
I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to pick a side? Uh-oh. Speaking of crashes. Great. Thanks, Ubisoft. All right, I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be back while it starts back up. See you in a minute. What's everybody doing in here? Having a party? Thermometer? It's sticking in my bum. Figure out what my temperature is. No artistry whatsoever to be found here, unfortunately. I'm just not that artistic. But I do a pretty good hair flick. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You don't need. I hate that. I know that you did that and I didn't even have to see it.
don't really mind getting pounded on.
Just like that, garbage. Thank you, taxing. 36,000 goldfish. You're saving up for that topless redemption, aren't you? I know the truth, Bobbio. I know the truth. It's kind of nice just to be able to ask people about things, right? Like, everybody's got their own sort of expertise. Like, I don't know what Spiny's expertise is other than sex appeal, but I obviously can't, you know, query him about that. It's just natural. Going for the high five. Oh, step on me, mommy. Yeah. Oh man, I have been working out my whole life to have you ride me, taxing. All right. Rest in peace. Let's see where this puts me. Okay, it didn't actually put me very far at all.
Ugh, such a sad laborer. Without my wit, we'd be batting.
All right, let's start up this fight again.
All they do is squabble. I remember a time when the barley brought us joy. We praised it, smelled it, rubbed it against our bellies.
Aye, good fight. Take it. Enjoy.
All paths lead to a duel. Should I just destroy the barley?
Come out and fight me!
You think I am stealing profits from you?
We should rig them on what ails them. There's no other way.
Oh, well, that went. Problem solved.
My barley. I can smell it burn. Oh god.
I had not intended that for that to be so catastrophic, but hey.
So happy. Perhaps we can now start over from scratch.
Oh my god. Are we good? Are we done? It is on fire, but you don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Children, has your family always been this quarrelsome?
Yes, they have. But I hope that has changed thanks to your intervention. Even if it was drastic. Thank you.
There's no way that's an actual kid. I don't think any game does child dialogue well. Did you ever use the word drastic as a kid? 'Cause I definitely did not. I was way more into like Pokemon cards and Diablo than literacy. Lord and lady. Okay. Maybe one of these things, I guess.
I shall inform the local Waffingers that he lives among them through traces of the Nephilim, the giant warriors who fought for God in their ancient time. They have left his presence here on Earth for us to absorb his light. the light of angels.
This rock is a little too suspicious.
Throughout the earth, I feel
Actually,
his
that's even more
power.
suspicious. Come on, Eivor. Get up there. All right, just straight through it. Oh, there we go.
Such odd energies, lying here unseen.
Okay. Eivor is the real demigod here. Wolf's just chilling. Excuse me. Should I go raid that place? Essex? I imagine these gold things that I can see from up here are actually wealth points. So I think I'm going to ignore all of the minor ones that you can't see when you are zoomed out. Just kind of cruise around a little bit. All right. Let's go, Wolfington. And I guess I'll assign something while I'm thinking about it. Range damage, don't really care about. I mostly just want to front load as much melee damage as possible. I never use heavy attacks. Improved stun finisher. I feel like this might be worthwhile sometimes, but I never end up stunning from range, so what's the point? Bearded axe, whatever. Light resistance, whatever. Spear and scythe is the thing I care about. But to spend, I don't know, what, 5 points to do it seems kind of insane. Ugh. I really wish I could just filter for nodes like Path of Exile and call it good. You're 243 power? 50 levels is a lot. A lot of levels, man. Actually, sorry, it's more like 70. Alright, let's just grab, I don't know, Way of the Raven. Oh, I can just do that. Sweet. I found the beginning of the game to be really annoyingly hard on nightmare difficulty. Yeah, I think part of it is I've just ignored the story quest for so long that... Oh, this is gross. This reminds me of The Witcher. I've just ignored the story quest for so long that I really haven't leveled up that much. Thanks for the titanium, I guess. Oh, that was poisonous. All right, blue is bad. Let's see. This is one of those cursed things. Let's find the magical way up. Or we find an angle where I can just ignore it entirely. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I feel like this tree would be a lot easier to climb than all of the other ones up until this point. All right, let's find another way to do this. Nearby trees, no. Maybe I can shoot it from that tree. Oh, they actually let me go straight up. Interesting. How's it going, Teddy? I put 3 spices on my potatoes. 3. Do you know how crazy that is? Some people glitch the points. Yeah, like a lot of RPGs, eventually you just become overpowered regardless of the difficulty level. Yeah, I put some salt, some paprika, and a little bit of cinnamon, and then 5 milliliters of olive oil. Toss those things. I find a lot of RPGs have that problem, especially JRPGs. In the beginning of the game, you have no options, so you're super weak, and then eventually it just tips. And I think the developer of, or one of the game directors of Clair Obscura was talking about this, where the main story quest was designed in such a way that you didn't need to do all the side quests. So what ends up happening is most people end up doing all the side quests because that's just the nature of the player who takes on those kinds of games. And as a result, it meant that the bosses were really, really easy for most people. How did I survive being that adventurous? I don't know. It just felt weird. I felt like I had ascended to a new level of bouginess. You know, getting that balance right between rewarding players and not making the game trivial is basically impossible. Because there's going to be players who won't do all of the content, and you don't want them to be stuck, right? And then you're going to have players that will do all the content. I'm not sure it was worth it, Teddy. All right, let's just call a raid. I don't feel like picking through this. My my raiders are strong enough now that I don't need to babysit them as much. Let's do it.
Come, my wolves.
Goliath guys are annoying as heck. I forgot the garlic. Maybe. I've got a whole bunch of the garlic that's in the garlic oil. Pretty minced stuff. You know what? I could probably cut out the olive oil and use that instead. I don't even know what confit is, man. You're going way beyond my culinary lexicon. You're an item collector? Yeah, I don't care about that. Do you also like getting all the achievements and stuff? I hear an arbalist. And that was an arbalist bolt that just flew by me. The arbalist is up on that. There. Get over here. All right, that worked. 100% playthrough guy? Yeah, I'm not so much. I'll do all the major side quests though, but I won't bother collecting everything. I hear an arbalist again. I hate these guys. Get down here, man. They're not gonna help me? Uh-oh, that's gonna go boom. I guess I'll drag this guy off the ground. Doesn't really make sense. Alright, you've lost me, Teddy. As soon as you said 30 minutes, I'm out. I think the guy just resurrected died again.
Hey, can't do this alone.
I still need these raw material things. I don't even know what type of oil I have. I have ghee. I have a sous vide, but the sous vide is like 10 minutes of prep and then I can ignore it. Like, that's the main difference. If I have to actively watch something, that's when I get annoyed and I'm just like, I don't care. Can't climb up that for some crazy reason. All right. Is that another arbalist? It is an arbalist. Can I just nuke it? Yeah, figure it out. Good enough.
Give me a hand with this.
What the? That guy was not very nice. Crack it open. Okay, Ubisoft. Okay. Force it open.
Hey,
I don't have to touch it. Well, maybe there's hope for this idea. I don't know. I'm also trying to keep the calories low. We're in cutting mode right now. And anything oil related tends to be something I've got to be very sparing with. Although air frying potatoes without oil is a giant mistake.
Can we get this back to the ship?
Come, help me with this.
Raid complete. All right, let's get out of here. May as well grab this, I think, while we're here. It's close enough by. I can't actually open it that way. Sure. grab whatever's in here. Yeah, big deal. But isn't adding a bunch of oil to garlic a problem? I still haven't eaten today. I probably should in about half an hour at least. Got one more piece of beef I got to sous vide today. Probably just have chicken or something. I don't know. A couple eggs. Music is the devil's work. Meanwhile, there's choirs and stuff. No, it's 8 calories. Why did my controller just say no? Bruh. No, it's an ability. Yeah, I mean, anything can be tracked. Yeah, so the thing that sets my weapon on fire is this thing here. Which you can't see on mobile, maybe. Anyway, it's Fire Strike. And it's given to you by the assassin guy in the village after you kill enough of the zealots. Which actually isn't that many zealots, to be honest. Yeah. You have to turn off the controller? That's weird. Welcome, Exaiku. How was the Monster Hunter World adventure? I don't think any of my mods are awake today. Close your tab now. Perfect. That's the first time that's happened, Mick, but I guess today is Cursed Day. Oh, pretty much nothing done. What's that giant ass dragon you're fighting?
Why the wailing?
We are a band of bards, ahead of our time.
Man, this guy's got some sex appeal.
Even. But that madman, the self-proclaimed
Gog
Bishop of Ruins, is our biggest critic. He calls our playing the devil's bagpipes.
That strange instrument, made of bladder and bone. It does wheeze like an old woman.
He drives away our audience with his doom-knelling. All we want is to bring a little joy to this jilted generation.
A worthy aim. Maybe he needs convincing of your talents.
You would volunteer? Ah, you are a lover of fine
Gods and
music.
Gorg.
This is surely an omen.
Renounce your perverted ways before the Lord.
Why not let the boy play music? He brings pleasure to the people.
Music is the devil's wind breaking. Foul and rancid. I, as the Bishop of the Ruins, will not stand for it.
Bishop of the Ruins. Is this title Alfred given?
It is God-given. He spoke to me as I stood one night pissing against the stones. I am his instrument to stamp out
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Mick. Have a great day.
then you and I must disagree.
I was peeing on rocks.
Punch the priest! Smack my bishop!
Smack my bishop. Oh god.
That cleric!
Gork? That is Gork.
You have done us a great service. I will compose this day into song. Farewell.
May you continue to make merry harmonies.
Smack my bishop! Smack my bishop!
Yeah, that's a Prodigy reference. Yeah, the Prodigy. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I had no idea, Teddy. That was actually a funny pop culture reference. It's kind of nice when you actually get the references. Like when I was a kid watching Beavis and Butthead or whatever, I thought it was funny just because it was rude, but there's actually a lot of social commentary to be had there. He's the size of a planet? What the heck? I haven't played a Warhammer game. I do want to play a strategy game soon. Here, have 50 tons of iron ore. Phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and find another node. Smack my bishop. So I like the blue nodes the best because... Why is there still a cloud here? That's fine, let's just... Really? Right. Because they have the wolf nodes, but I think I've already got the vast majority of them. Let's go take a look. Actually, that's a good node. Let's do that. Sure, why not? Must have a lot of content. A lot of mediocre content, yeah.
Birds, yes, that's it.
How many hours would I say is the main game, not a completionist run? I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. I'm like 70 deep. Hello, Ethereal. You starting with this again?
What are you doing?
I still don't
here,
get
in
it.
the middle of nowhere.
Ah, a visitor for Chad the Bewilderer, the most radiant and rakish riddler. Do you have the wits to best me? There is cake in it if you
Cake in it? Holy
Cake,
crap.
I'll answer any mind tease you have for me.
My head is forged with the hammer, hurt with sharp tools, smoothed by files. I take in my mouth what is set before me.
What?
My head is forged with the hammer, hurt with sharp tools, smoothed by files. I take in my mouth what is set before me.
What? Smooth my files. How am I doing? I'm doing actually pretty well today. I started off the day with a pretty long walk and it's been good. Smooth by files though? A lock?
My head is forged with the hammer, hurt with sharp tools, smoothed by files. I take in my mouth what is set before me.
You got home at 7 a.m. and slept till 6. Welcome to being nocturnal, I guess. All right, my brain is too small for this.
Hurt with sharp tools, smoothed by files. I take in my mouth what is set before me.
Yeah, you and me both, but I'm not free of the working adventure yet.
Iron is forged with tools, and a keyhole could be the mouth of a door. A lock and key.
Wonderful. Your wit sparkles. But still, another one. I saw a strange thing, wonderful of shape, singing in a tavern. Its beak underneath stood upon splayed
Maybe
legs
doing
that
night shifts the
cannot
entire month? Disgusting. Hopefully you get paid extra for that.
I saw a strange thing, wonderful of shape, singing in a tavern. Its beak underneath stood upon splayed legs that cannot
This is a bagpipe.
Something that sings. A musical instrument. The bladder that whines and wheezes through pipes. Bagpipes.
Very good. A tricky one that few but the sharpest needles can sew.
An extra 1,000 a month or just 1,000? I don't know where you live.
My roof of tears. I am driven far and wide on my avenging path. When I shake the forest, I rumble the fruit from the trees.
Confusion hounds me. Speak it again.
With my roof of tears, I am driven far and wide on my avenging path. When I shake the forest, I rumble the fruit from the trees.
You live in Eastern Europe? Is this a storm?
Rain covers the earth like a roof, and the rumble of thunder and lightning can shake acorns from a branch. A storm.
You are brighter than the sky lantern. Your wit outshone my words, and such a feat deserves 3 cakes. But unfortunately, I do not have
You
any.
can't live off $1,000 a month here.
Do not
It doesn't work.
have a reward much more worthy of your talents.
Goodbye, chat. Your riddles were a fun diversion.
Stay a while, read some more of my scribblings.
Stay a while, listen.
I might leave this place one day and move to
Okay, gives a lie. It's true. Yeah, I live in Canada, and $1,000 gets you nowhere. The average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is $2,000 Canadian here. The Riddler? No, it's the Riddler. Unfortunately, we got to get our Riz other ways. Yeah, it's super expensive. We definitely have a giant cost of living issue. Yeah, I mean, the US isn't any better unless you're in some flyover state. Like, I pay $14 a kilo for chicken, for example.
This area is off limits.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it work in some places, especially if you don't have expensive tastes, right? Sometimes you can shoot these through this. Ugh. The magic pixel, where is it? Carefully now. Man, precision and controllers do not go hand in hand, do they? This game is lying to me. Okay, game. That was cheesy. Ugh. I was doing just fine, just chilling there. You guys come and ruin my day. I guess this is a fort. Whoop. So yeah, Canada has universal healthcare as well, so I don't have to pay stuff for that. It also has the opposite problem of if you don't have a really big problem, you end up waiting for a very long time. So there's positives and negatives all over the place. Yeah, I mean the average isn't always the thing. Like a friend of mine was living in a $500 a month apartment, but it had no bathroom. You had to go to this shared section, and it was in like the roof of the building, so half of it was covered by an angle. What are the positives in the US? You get very fast service because you have to pay for it, and it's literally a business. You have lower taxes as a result. I don't know, it really becomes a game of what your financial circumstances are like. If you make a lot of money, then the US might be better for you than, say, Canada, because you can pay for these things and your savings and your taxes end up resulting in a much higher return. But if you're really unhealthy or you're not, you know, rolling around in cash, then it's better to have that subsidized system. All right, let's go over here. Man, you can't get anything like that in here, Teddy. Yeah, it takes money to make money, but if that's the case, like, how do you make money in the first place? The world's an interesting place over here. Fortunately, we got video games, so we can forget about it for a little while. I spend most of my life in like a 10 by 10 space.
Oh no.
I really like don't actually need more, really. But I'd like to be able to afford more, you know? What am I doing here? What are the signs? I'll just shoot the one with all the blood on it. I'm kind of confused. What did it say to do? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's an order to it. Okay. What's so special about this? They have different shields? They do. Yeah, they have different allotments of stuff. I think the reality is you're going to see illusions ethereal, and you're going to see the people that were born into very fortunate circumstances. But that's not the normal experience. Rumbler. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay. Da 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 da. You're right, Ethereal. Is this one supposed to be red? Something fishy going on here. I might be colorblind, who knows? You would pay to join? Just Fight Club. It's already been done before. Yeah, maybe. This one's a bit of a question mark, though. Maybe it has something to do with what's on the ground. Just the amount of blood that's around, maybe. I mean, clearly this combination isn't right. That's super healthy, Teddy. I'm not making that garbage from here. The liability on its own would be hugely problematic. What's cooking? My brain. I was like, Marin, welcome back. All right, maybe this one's actually blue because there's a whole bunch of blue shields on the ground. Maybe that's the trap. Hello, Cookie. Yeah, I don't know. Too small-brained. Yeah, this is the problem, right? Like, you see patterns everywhere. This corpse is bluish. Like, I'm not getting any feedback. Like, green haze isn't doing me any favors either. Is this thing supposed to light up when I've got it right? Let's take my time. Because brown, red. Do I need to infer the colors from these other shields? Teddy, don't do this to me, man. You know what I mean. Like, you see this, right? This cross thing. Oh, wait. Does that mean that the blue ones, the brown ones are actually blue? They're actually supposed to be blue. And then this one, if I can find a version of it on the ground here. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So this thing is like yellowy or whatever. That one's probably supposed to be red. And that one maybe is supposed to be red. Blue, and then blue? Nope. Maybe the Kraken ones are supposed to be blue. You gotta find some samples on the ground here. Why is that one red? Is it just reflecting the fires? This is unclear. Maybe this one's supposed to be blue. I mean, how many possible combinations are there? It's what? 2 to the 5? That's a lot of combinations, actually. Oh, it's even worse. It's 2 to the 6. That's what, like 1,000 combinations? Yeah, it's gonna be obvious once the solution is discovered, but we're not quite there yet. Usually there's like a note or something that gives you a hint. There's a lot of arrows. Sunan, what am I supposed to do, bruh? I still haven't found a colored example of the Kraken one here. Going crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's just restart it. Too mentally handicapped. Alright, Sunan, is there a note?
Cast about this land, my friend.
Cover my womanly hair? I don't need to abide by your religion. Ugh. You know what? The Magikarp hat is appropriate for the way I feel right now. There we go. All I'm doing is splashing, achieving nothing. Observe the signs and light the right braziers to be able to pass through the gate. I mean, maybe ethereal. Like, take a look at this thing, for example. I don't understand why it's so flaming. Yes, that one's blue. And then this one would be blue. Yeah, but why, Mick? I don't want this solution just for the sake of having the solution. I want to understand what I'm supposed to be looking at. Like, this one's blue probably because the other shields are blue down here for that shape. And then this one should be red. And this one's blue, which is fine. And then this one's blue. But we already had this combo, didn't we? Yeah, it was like this. And yeah, the gate didn't appear. I am forever in this game, Moja. That was the wrong color. There we go. I've got nothing. I feel like the on fire shield is just a bug or something weird, but like if we do the opposite maybe of what I think. F that one up. My God, what is it supposed to be? What are the signs? The sign on the arch. Just try 1,000 combinations, yeah. No sign on the arch. It's like burnt and bloody wood. The sign says to look on YouTube. Lazy Wizard, you are living up to your moniker for sure. I'm pretty sure my IQ is like 55. I like how that shield's just floating there. That's cool. Yeah, like, remember what we did before the internet? I just raged. I still think this one should be red. I think they're yellow on the ground, but I don't know. Yours is below 30? That just means you have a lot more room to improve, right? Your potential is that much higher. Yeah, let's get a higher vantage point. Maybe something will be made apparent this way. This arch is showing me nothing. Alright, let's get out of Stoner Land for a second here. Is there any lore? Any exciting notes? What's this called? Is it just called the freaking mushroom thing? Thank you, Daddy. Okay, so the blue guys are the Jotun, and the red guys are the Methuselah dudes or whatever. That should be blue. Oh, this is the only logical path I can think of. Open sesame. What are they armed with? Maybe that's a thing. Well, it looks like some people aren't even holding arms. Depends on what you mean by in front of. You take this one, for example. It gets one of those swirly things, but it's covered in blood. So maybe it should be red? Okay, I'm assuming there's going to be a more deliberate portal. This one's nice and clean. This one's also nice and clean. This one's also nice and clean. And that one's red. Okay, let's go with the bloodstains. Maybe the bloodstained ones should be blue? Let's just flip it. Okay. So much for that idea. There's some that are wet or have water nearby and some don't, but I don't know. All right, so I've tried shields, I've tried bloodstains. How about gender? You got a chick, dude, chick, dude. All right, let's do that. All right. Yeah, let's. That was it. Red for male, blue for female. That's the solution.
Drink by the campfire, skate on the ice, buy a lean horse and a tempered sword.
Oh my God.
Do these things and be pleased with your lot.
All right, off goes the Magikarp hat. I looked at every single clue. Except for that, I guess. What a chunk of insanity. This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm gonna carry that one all day. Oh my god. I am young and nubile. Oh my god. I have big tits. Save me. Alright. Oh my god. I would just leave her. Honestly, I would just leave her there. I did get 2 shot by a wolf, but yeah, that's what this difficulty level's all about. Am I coming to claim your ad? No, I have not. Nope.
Perhaps some pretty flowers will get her to open the door.
I don't want to court this person. What is that? Oh, titanium. Oh, it's a dude.
So, you've lured me in. Explain yourself.
It's just been a while since anyone passed this way, and I wanted to be sure you would stay and visit.
By pretending to be a pretty young maid.
My mother used to tell me stories, legends of a forgotten king, of magic swords
Caliber.
rising from misty lake waters. There was often a fair maiden, lonely and locked away. I fell in love with that sweet fantasy. So much more romantic than a pathetic man whiling away the hours until death.
A sad shadow play. So,
I'm
where's
young
your
and
mother now?
nubile.
Dead these last 3 years and buried under the flowers she loved. I wanted to move on, but I cannot bear to leave her.
Your mother would not want you to be so love-starved. Leave this house of grief.
You are right. She was always so happy.
Yeah, we did get catfished.
It would break her heart to see me so forlorn. I'll not let sentimentality be the shackles of my soul. I will find work in the village, even meet a girl, and start my own family.
And tell them stories of magic, heroes, and fair maidens.
Thank you, stranger. You have given me a glimpse of a sweeter life. This was hers. Take it, for it saddens me to look on.
I hope you find what you're looking for. Farewell.
I'm glad you stopped by.
I'm not blaming you,
brought
but
me
why
some
did you have to
comfort.
die? You left me all alone here in this cold, cold house, no longer filled with sunny days and joyful laughter. Every night, I lie in bed and retell the wonderful stories you gave me. Sometimes I use your voice. It makes me think for a moment that you are still here, holding my hand as I fall gently asleep. I love you, Mother. Rest in peace. What's my gym progress? I don't know. I lost 3 kilos the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Nice. All that rest, man. I don't know. I keep track of the numbers just to give me a number to work on, but I don't really care. I have too many sleep issues and too many stress issues, I think, to really get anywhere. And I don't know what to do about them, to be honest. Why would I take any of these things? Yeah. I'm cutting right now. Gotta get rid of all the holiday crap. I gained a ton of weight over the holidays. You're pirating my content? Finally, I can take down a bead for good. Why am I stressed? Because life? Man, getting laid off screwed with my head so much. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over it until I get to the point where I no longer have to worry about working. Why is that wolf the size of a horse? Why not? I don't know. No. I'm not laid off again. It's just, I've carried it with me. Things are okay right now. I don't like a good reason for it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it until I can retire. Yeah, I gained a ton of weight over the holidays because I drank a ton and I ate a ton. Alcohol is the worst. Colchester. Here. Keep poking around Essex. I'm gonna have to take a break to eat soon. I haven't eaten all day. I'm living off of a cappuccino. Man, black coffee has such a huge appetite suppressing effect. It's awesome. 4 to 6 centimeters. Yeah, I actually gained a bunch of adipose tissue. What game? This is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Shouldn't be seen. Better be hooded.
Distrust area. Tried Irish cappuccino? I don't know what the difference is. You mean with like whiskey? Or was it whiskey? Yeah. This Irish coffee is pretty good. This is coffee with booze. It's a good combo. I'm just gonna avoid alcohol for a while.
Good morrow, good morrow. I stand here on behalf of the Lady Elect of Colchester, famed mistress of the flight. Do you seek an audience?
I have never heard of her.
Based on your appearance, I'm thoroughly unsurprised. Nevertheless, do you wish to challenge her?
Sure.
I do.
Foolish. Yet to be graced by her presence may balance the pain of the loss you will most assuredly suffer. Lady Elect,
sounds good, Ethereal.
You are called to the field of fighting.
Ah, a peasant.
Oh my god, that face.
Fighting? Please, place your paltry bet.
Does she have a mustache?
Take this.
A pittance. But I accept on the lady's behalf. She will begin.
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and brains of a sheep. My verses are known all across this great land.
And it's more than the country can stand.
Simply awful.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost impressed that you managed to blurt something out. Yet I worry our skills are too deeply mismatched.
Well, I think you'll be easily dispatched.
Shameful performance, truly.
I should almost take pity on one so bereft, of beauty, of wit, and of skill. But instead, I'll persist till you beg me to stop.
Lend a soul for your words make me ill.
Where did you steal that one from?
I am super confused.
Falls to the sparkling wit of the Lady Elect.
Oh, my heart weeps for you, and your frailty of mind.
I do hope you'll come and try again someday.
Hello, taxing.
Trust me, I will.
Good morrow, good morrow.
I'm very confused.
Once more, you seek an audience with...
This time, I will not fail.
How quaint. Milady, the stumble-tongued...
Oh, pity this poor little chirpless bird. I will do my best not to harm you too badly this time.
I'll take your wager before you begin.
Take this.
A pittance. She will begin.
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and brains of a sheep. My verses are known all across this great land.
for they put all who hear them to sleep.
Not bad.
Okay.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost impressed that you managed to blurt something out. Yet I worry our skills are too deeply mismatched.
I'll defeat you and banish all doubt.
Lucky.
Yeah, I
should
did.
almost take pity on one so bereft of beauty, of wit, and of skill. But instead, I'll persist till you beg me to stop.
Lend a soul for your words. Make
All
me
right,
ill.
I was rhyming it against the wrong verses.
Thus the Lady Alette has been beaten at last by the one she was foolish to doubt. Now her herald must give me the sum of my bet, while Alette can but stand there and pout.
Ugh. Pay what is due and send this peasant away. I grow weary.
Of course, milady. Take your winnings, you have earned them.
Thank you.
That NPC is a very unfortunate face. Hmm. Man, oh man, I am in small brain mode today. Because of the mustache, yeah. I don't think facial hair is a very feminine trait. Is the bead still stealing my content? Alright, let's go over there. Was that a key? He is? My god. He didn't even get a license. Oh. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine doing this in real life? What the hell? Give me that. Give it. I don't want to do the whole thing. Ah! Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, Ubisoft does a really good job of world building, but they don't do a good job of filling it. God. Up we go. Damn coward. The coward do this? Did I die from that fall? No. Fall damage is almost non-existent, to be honest. You have to fall from some ridiculous heights to die. Like off literal mountains. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but it definitely makes the game more enjoyable, so whatever. I've died once, I think, from fall damage, and that was when I fell off of a mountain in Asgard. Stupid synchronization crap. Open secret temple to get secret set. Well, so I've already opened up a temple which had Thor's gear in it, but I don't have one of the pieces. I don't know where the hell it is. And then I don't know what these asteroids are, where they're supposed to be found. So there's that, but eventually I'll get there, I guess. I'm really trying to avoid looking things up. But I already feel strong enough, even though this is on nightmare difficulty. Much like any RPG, when you first start out, you feel super weak, but eventually the game kind of pivots in your favor. Why would I do that? We're here to explore together. If I wanted to watch somebody else play, I wouldn't be streaming. No. that's not what I'm telling you, Ethereal. It might work if you drink a Red Bull before you do it, though. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I thought somebody... Oh my god, what is going on with this game? Alright, I'm gonna go grab lunch, and I think I'll just upgrade my video driver or something and see what happens. I don't understand why it's losing its mind. That was a second crash today. Perfect. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Take care.